this is Coogan Cassius Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Leeds today for the press conference for We Are Leeds, April 11th at the First Direct Arena. With me, British, Commonwealth, European, champion.
Don't forget English.
You ain't still got the English.
No, I won though. I won it, defended it twice. Gets forgotten about this.
Former English then.
How proud of that.
Josh Warrington, fresh from Berlin. Spoke to you after the fight, but looking back at it now, a good win for you and a good bit of experience for you, Josh, as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was a little bit critical of my performance at the time, but at the end of the day, I never got out of second gear. You know, watched it back, and it was a decent enough performance. Good to get them a few rounds on the belt, and you know, just about to step up that round, and towel came in, so one of them. But like I say, good to get it out of the way and fully focus on April 11th now.
If that many people turn up to an 8-rounder for you, I dread to think if you're in a big fight abroad, how many people will want to take over whatever country that is? Well,
there were little mentions if you were to go to Vegas one day. I don't know how many people would get in country if I want to go over there with visa issues, but nah, you know, if we had a big title fight abroad, we'd go wherever. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, they're jumping up bandwagon there." Well, they're not, because they've been coming, like I said to you over there, they've been coming since day one, some of them lads there, and they'll come to the last one, you know, wherever we fight and whatever it's for, home or away.
I've been around your fans a few times now, like I said, in Berlin, in Leeds and everything, and I've spoke to quite a few of them, and I know the ones I spoke to know about their boxing, and they come here, and you know, and it's all in good spirit, but there has been a little bit of, so we say, negativity surrounding like the crowd and in some respects the behaviour, but and things like that. What do you think about all that? I mean, is it just part of it, or you know, how do you see it?
Well, at the end of the day, Berlin, you know, one of them things. Like there was a little bit of scuffling in last weekend, but that was started from a lad who ran into the crowd with a German flag around him. You know, they always seem to get a bit of a bad press, but they're just lads going out and enjoying themselves. And there's a lot of people on social networking say, "Oh, they're not genuine boxing fans. They're just football fans." Well, how do you define a genuine boxing fan? Do you know what I mean? Everyone, do you say that 80,000 who went to Wembley were all genuine boxing fans? Just because they support football, does that mean they can't like boxing? How do the people know that they don't watch, you know, Saturday Fight Night? And it's the same old with tennis. Wimbledon comes round, everyone's a tennis fan, aren't they? You know what I mean? So yeah, they get a little bit of stick because they're noisy and they're passionate and they want us to do well, but I don't know, I think a lot of people don't like Leeds.
Do you know what? You know, you go to boxing shows. I've been to boxing shows like in America and that, where the atmosphere is pretty, you know, it's pretty lame, and you know, it's like you go there, and we've been to not just Leeds, but been to other venues around the country, and the crowds in England or UK are more passionate. They are. So you can't have it on both sides, I suppose. I mean, Leeds, when you fought last, I mean, it was just great. It was a great atmosphere, and if you were there, I don't see how you could say otherwise. Just because they're chanting football songs, etc., etc. But everyone's going to have a moan about something.
Oh, exactly. I mean, they just like to make a lot of noise, and like I say, you know, there's some lads who I've grown up with, and then I've seen them on, you know, so I like to go down to watch football, you know what I mean? I like to go down to Edingley and watch rugby as well. You know, I'm passionate about Leeds, and you know, marching on together, it's a bit of a Leeds song. It's just one of them things, and when I got my pals there, they're shouting and stuff like that. They're passionate, you know, they really want us to do well, but you know, sometimes some people say, oh, they're bringing football into boxing. Well, like I say again, you know, it's where do you stop? Where do you stop with it? You can't be you've got to be just a direct boxing fan and just sit there, or do you only make noise for your local who you've seen grow up with, and you want him to do well, you're going to shout for him. So it's one of them.
People always moan anyway. Dennis Tubieron.
Some of the people, some of the time, but not all of the people, all of the time.
Dennis Tubieron, April the 11th. This is your path now. It's sort of kind of starting now towards a potential world title shot. Which, I mean, if you keep doing your thing, I'm sure Eddie Hearn will do his thing and deliver that for you. So it's quite simple for you in that respect.
100%. I mean, you know, last year we picked up the British, picked up the European, and it's just about progressing. You know, ideally I would have liked to stay behind and try and win that British title outright. And I always said I'd like one of them on the mantelpiece. If I retired, one of them I'd have been an happy man, but. You know, we built up momentum, we got offered the European, do you want it? Yeah, of course we do, we'll have it. We took that, and then all of a sudden it's like, hold on a minute, next stage is world, and now it's in touching distance, and it's like we're so close. Why can't we, carry on the momentum, keep on building, keep on winning, and get a world title? Obviously, there's another fellow fighter in the matchroom stable who's staring at a world title in eye, and if he can go and win that, could have a big domestic dust up later down the line.
When did you won the Commonwealth title in Hull, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it in Hull?
Yeah.
Because I remember Steve Wood coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I've got Josh Warrington fighting for the Commonwealth tonight," and I said, "All right." And I didn't know you were not being horrible.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I remember you blanking me.
Blanking you, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you was, but just that progression from there to where you are now and where you could be in a year's time from now is like it's like a Cinderella story. It's unbelievable. So you just slipped under the radar, done your thing, won everything you could have won at that sort of European, British, Commonwealth level. Now you've obviously got bigger goals.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just lined me up for what I want to say there. Like a lot of people say, I was only at that position because of the fans. Well, no, because I won the English title under the radar. Come under the radar with that. I won it away from home against an unbeaten kid. Won rec online. Went to his backyard, won that. Came home, defended it twice in front of big crowds in Leeds, and under the radar, and then got the shot at the Commonwealth. And if I'm honest with you, Eddie will tell you the same. I was an opponent against Samir. I remember being at a press conference and he said, "Yeah, Josh Warrington is a decent lad," and Samir, and painting a massive picture of him. And I thought, well, fair enough. I'm a bit of an underdog here. I've got to come into his backyard and do business, and we did that. And then since then, it's just gone upwards, and I've always taken the opportunity of what's in front of me. Climbing the ladder every time.
Absolutely. I remember also the John Warrington situation.
Just take piss at me.
John, Josh, you understand what I mean anyway. But all gearing up now for April 11th, fully focused on getting Mr. Tubieron out of the way, and then, like I said, this next sort of 12 months.
Could be massive.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. I mean, I'm not going to look past Tubieron because I'd be stupid to do so. But I know that beating him leads on to bigger things, puts us, closer to, big world title fights and stuff like that. And I've said for a while that Leeds has been starved of its boxing. It feels like they're right getting behind me, so it's good to have Leeds coming behind me and following me all the way to being a world champion. And if we can do that, then it's unbelievable.
And potentially Ellen Road one day.
Yeah.
The dream.
That's unheard of. If someone said to me, you could be fighting at Ellen Road, potentially, could be fighting at Ellen Road with a world title, I wouldn't believe them. Walking out that tunnel, fighting for a world title. I've started to make it a focus, starting to believe that it could happen, and all I've got to do is keep on winning, and that's the main thing.
All right, Josh Warrington, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Did you catch up on EastEnders?
Didn't know you spoiled it for me, did you? So I've just been this week.
It was Bobby Bill though. It wasn't massive, right?
I've been moving into my new gaff this week. Went out and bought a fridge day after, and what else did I get? A new cooker, and then I went in IKEA buying bits and bats for the house and stuff. So keeping it real.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. What did you get up to in Berlin?
Film stuff.
Yeah,
put stuff out. Yeah. Stayed in my hotel. Standard Cleveland Cassius weekend now.
Yeah.
I'm very laughing because that's exactly what I did. I didn't get involved in the Berlin drinking antics.
I was having breakfast when you were stumbling back in.
Josh, thanks for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you soon. Best luck in the rest of your training camp.